Hey friends, today we'll be painting this lovely floral painting, and I'll also be sharing with you the 10 areas or 10 skills you should be working on if you want to improve your loose watercolor practice. Not just improving, if you just want to grow and you want to keep a practice that you love, that is sustainable, that you will enjoy and you just keep wanting to do more and more of. My name is Crystal and I'm a watercolor artist and teacher here on YouTube, Patreon, and I've also just launched my online course, Flow In, my signature intuitive floral pathway. And if you're interested, check out the course. It only opens for a very short time. And what I'll be sharing with you in this video, the 12 things, is essentially what I will be teaching you in the course. So without further ado, let's keep watching the video. Hello creative beings. In today's video, I'm going to be painting for you a lovely vase of flowers, of roses actually, on a striped tablecloth background. And you can just simply relax and watch me paint while I chat to you about the topic of this video, which is the 12 essential skills that you should have to paint loose watercolor florals in a very free, intuitive, and relaxed manner. So we know there's many different ways and many different styles of watercolor painting, many different styles of painting flowers in watercolor. Some are more realistic with plenty of layers, and some are more loose and chill, which is kind of like the style that I paint in. So I'm going to share with you 12 skills that I have gathered in my experience that I think I do quite okay to be able to paint this way. And I'm going to divide the 12 skills into two separate sections or categories. There will be 6 soft skills and 6 hard skills. So what are soft skills? What are hard skills? So soft skills are things like your attitude, your mindset, your approach. And these are not easy to get because it's actually sometimes the hardest things to do. The habits, the mindsets and the attitudes to change, but they're so actually important, and you actually can practice to get these skills. And then hard skills are things like techniques and more sort of like logical kind of rules. So you can think of it as left brain, right brain stuff, so soft and hard skills. All right, let's get right into it. I've got 12 to cover. The first batch we are going to cover are the hard skills. Let's start with the hard skills. So these are the 6 different hard skills that I think are really important to paint loose florals well. To be able to paint intuitively, these are the things you kind of need to learn along the way. First of all, brush strokes. So brush strokes make a big part of our floral painting. As you can see, the petals, the leaves, they're all made of almost singular brush strokes. So brush strokes is something you need to practice, you need repetition in order to be good at it. Secondly, values. So this is super key, super technical. Values is basically the dark and lightness of something. So if something is dark, you call it dark value. And then if it's light value. So in a painting, you really want to get a nice contrast between the dark and the light. So values is the second skill, I believe, the second most important in watercolor painting, in all art, if you ask me. The third hard skill to learn is composition. So this is this is up there because composition is basically how you arrange a paintings, the objects on a painting, where you put the focal flower, where do you put the horizon, how do you arrange the leaves, and all of that. These are fundamental art rules that you can learn, and there are techniques that you can study, and it's very important for a hard skill. And the fourth hard skill is color. So color is something that we all get really excited about at the beginning. Me especially, as you know, I love to paint in color. However, color has rules. There's this thing called color theory. So you got to learn what are your primaries, your secondary, how do you mix the colors, how do you mix the complementary, and also the tone. So do you like temperature, like is it warm, which color is warm, which color is cool, how they interact with one another, what makes which color stand out. These are kind of like hard skills that you got to learn and are very, very important to understand, especially if you like to paint in color like me. The fifth hard skill is water control. So when we come to watercolor, it's all about controlling or managing the water in your painting, the water in your brush, the water on your palette. So there's a lot of water control, and this again is repetition and practice, and also understanding your tools, your supplies, and your paper. It's actually something that you just got to build and learn. And then the last hard skill, I would say, would probably be layering and details. In watercolor, it's so important to come back with multiple layers. Otherwise, it can be pretty flat, because we all know that watercolor dries pretty light. So if you don't get the vibrancy and the punch and the contrast in the first layer, we need to go in there with another layer to add the shadows, to add the veins and all the stuff, which you have seen me been doing in this painting. So that's the 6 hard rules that I can list for you here. And just, let me know in the comments which of these 6 hard rules you find that is the most challenging for you, that you are in the stage of learning right now. I'd really love to find out. All right, let's move on to the 6 soft skills that are equally important as the hard skills. All right, so I would say that a lot of watercolor painters would have learned those 6 skills in YouTube videos, in classes, and a lot of art classes talk about those skills. Like it's really important in art school as well. But these soft 6 skills are kind of like something that you gotta learn almost alongside the hard skills. Otherwise, you won't enjoy your painting and it will just be an awful chore. So here we go. Soft skill number 1, curiosity, right? We need to approach our painting with a sense of being curious, to find out what happens, to experiment, to be not so fearful of getting things right, but instead just finding out what happens when A plus B. What happens when I add this color next to this color? What happens if I layer a mark like this instead of the other way? So curiosity is so important. The next one is playfulness. And this is, you would say, why would I even consider playfulness a skill? Well, it really is, because it's something we forget as grown-ups. We probably all remember ourselves as children, and it was so easy to be playful, but unfortunately as we get older we forget. And it's a skill we have to learn again, how to play, how to just do the thing for fun. A lot of us, we go through our lives, we forget to play. I remember, a time in my life where it was all about serious of work. When you have children, you gotta, model for them how to be a responsible adult. But we forget that, playfulness is something that we all need in our lives. So if we approach our painting and just really have fun, splatter the paint around, experiment with fun colors, just do the crazy stuff, actually is such an important approach to getting the results of beautiful watercolor flowers. All right, that's number 2. Number 3, third soft skill we need all to have is confidence. And I know you're thinking like, how can I be confident if I'm just a beginner? Well, the thing is, we all know how to put paint on a brush and put it down on a piece of paper. We don't need to be creating masterpieces at the start, but we need to feel that confidence in our stroke, a confidence in the color, a confidence in going forward and making a painting no matter what. Sometimes I like to say, just fake it till you make it. And that attitude of confidence and showing up to your practice, to your art, with that feeling of, yes, I can do it, I can be brave, is actually so, so key to getting and improving over and over again. All right, the next one I would want to talk about is to be accepting of what is. Okay, we got to accept ourselves at where we are right now. If you just started painting, there's no way you're going to paint like the teacher that you admire, the artist that you love. You got to accept your place in the journey right now, as well as accepting the painting that you have made, as well as accepting any kind of thing that's happening on the page when you apply too much water, when you've made mistakes. It's just about accepting what is. It's so important. Don't feel like you have to be an amazing artist right at the start. That's just ridiculous. You got to accept yourself exactly where you are. The second last one, which is actually relating to accepting, is to embrace mistakes. It is a skill. It is truly a skill to embrace your mistake. A lot of my students tell me that they get so frustrated, they want to quit their painting because they've made mistakes. But then when they watch me paint and they watch me narrate as I paint, I'm actually accepting a lot of my mistakes. I constantly accept my mistakes. I constantly make the mistakes. I constantly just be very careless and chaotic with my approach, and I like it. I accept it. I embrace it. It might not be what I had planned, but at the same time, I accept and I embrace what's happening. And that's really, really part of having this soft skill. And then finally, the final soft skill, which is like so important, but it's scary how many artists that I've talked to don't do this. And it's to just follow your joy. Like, follow what you like to paint. Just keep painting what you like. Don't force yourself to do stuff that you don't like. And that is the luxury that we have today. We can pick and choose whatever we want to paint. You don't have to go to a 4 or 5 year art school to be forced to do all the modules that maybe do not interest you. Just follow your joy. And you will get to a point where you love your painting, you accept your painting, you're playful, you're curious, you're confident, and you also start to build all the other skills. So these are the 12 skills that I believe is so important to creating a really holistic, well-rounded practice. Not necessarily become a master watercolor florist, but just have a practice that you love and you want to grow into, you want to improve. So this is where I'm going to tell you about my online course that I have just open for enrollment today. It's called Flow In. And in this course, I basically combine all these skills that I've talked about in this 10-hour long, 47 video, in-depth, step-by-step floral course. Students who have gone on the course with me have told me how they just get so much of how to be an artist as well as how to paint, which has actually inspired this video today and why I'm telling you about the 12 skills, the 12 soft skills. So go check out. The enrollment opens today and it won't be for long though. So the link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed this video and this painting and that you will subscribe to my YouTube channel and stick around here because I am just really passionate about sharing all things art. And by the way, this painting is actually a tutorial on my Patreon that will be released really soon, I think in 1 or 2 days time. So check out my Patreon as well if you just want to learn a one-off tutorial from me. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching this video and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care. Bye. And thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. Let me know in the comments which of these skills you are working on right now, which you feel like you want to improve on. And be sure to check out my course, Flow In, or my Patreon, or just sign up to my mailing list. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.